that was difficult. Sorry, I'm late, I know. For some reason, my computer decided to totally change what it was doing sound-wise. It wouldn't pick up my soundboard. So I had to totally change to a new thing. Hopefully the sound's not too bad right now. Let me know if it is awful and I'll try and fix it. Let's see. Okay, could be worse. Could be better, but could be worse. And, you know, considering it wasn't working at all a few seconds ago, I can live with it could be worse. How's that? Ukulele still sounding good? There we go. Why am I out of shot again? There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I was all ready to go, and then I had to move everything because it just wasn't working. There we go. So, another 3 songs tonight. 2 originals and 1 by George and Ira Gershwin. The first copyright claim I got, where they tried to say that I was using a song that somebody else owned, that totally fell through. Basically I said, no, that's a public domain song. Nobody owns that song. And then now they said that, okay, yes, fine, nobody owns that song. It's a little sad that I had to go through it that way, but that's how we had to do it. Looks like we got about 2 people in, 3 people, 2 or 3 in here, so we'll go ahead and get going. First song in here is Summertime. This song uses a lot of D minor. I'm using a D minor 7, but it uses D minor. So a lot of, and a lot of A. So. And they're all going to kind of be just 2 pulses per chord. So 2, A, D minor, A, then repeat, D minor, A, then D minor, A, then G minor, 2, G minor, 2, then E, 2, A, then we go back to D minor, A, D minor, A, D minor, A, it goes again, and now they come fast, so F, D, E, A, D. So that last bit right there is pretty quick. Let's do that together slowly. If you're playing along on your instrument, go ahead and just do slow. It's going to be F, then D, then E dim, then A. And 1, 2, start. F, let's go. F, then D, then E dim, then A, and back to D, then to A, to D, then to A. So, I'm not sure anyone who is watching is playing along really right now, so I'll go ahead and get to the part where we actually start singing it. I won't spend too much time on the chords. My hair's doing funny things today. It's all this cold, wintry weather. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Summertime, and I tap my toe every time. 1, 2, 3. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So we have a lot of that. Da 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 da. This comes from an opera called Porgy and Bess. Now, when it was first performed, it was written as an opera, so this was a soprano going, "Summertime and the living is easy." very like, woo, classical opera. But this opera was actually the first piece of stage music that centered about black people in America. And it was about people living in slavery and or segregation, enduring that kind of hardship in life. And this is someone singing a lullaby to a child. Because it featured the struggles and difficulties of black Americans, black jazz musicians took a liking to it as well. George Gershwin and Ira Gershwin were not black themselves. The one who wrote the music, George, and the one who wrote the words, Ira, they weren't black, but they were writing about this experience they saw lived out in front of them. They gave a platform to that struggle. So jazz musicians really liked this, and it got played a lot by jazz musicians, and that's the version I grew up hearing, was the jazz one. I didn't learn until a lot later that it was classical too. So we'll do this verse again, then I'll go to the second one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. It's not long. It's a lot longer when the opera lady sings it, because she sings it super slow and melodic. With this one, it's very much just a laid back, quick swing. And they'll take solos on it too. So usually it would be like you'd sing the first verse, then the saxophone player would go jam for a while, clarinet player would play for a while, and then you'd come back and they would sing the second verse and end the song. But we'll go ahead and go, should I do that one more time? I'll wait for the chat. One more time on that song before I go on, because that one's pretty short. Wait to see in the chat. One more time or go on? I'm not sure what the latency's like too. I know there's a long delay between when it goes out and when the chat comes back, but I'm not seeing anyone asking for it again, so I'll go ahead on to the next one. Oh, I'm seeing some okays that mean I think one more time. Okay. That's the weird thing. I have the latency set on this to be different so that it comes through clear, because my connection's not that great. So that means that it's really slow between when I say it and when people hear it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You will spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, There ain't nothing that can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Whew, for some reason I'm having a hard time playing that one with my left hand today. Weird. I had one on Instagram where I was like, but getting that position right there is tricky. I'm probably letting my hand collapse too much. All right, let's see. And of course, it always wants me to go out of the... There we go. Oh, thank you. Nice comments are nice. Veo el mundo en canción en español. I'll go through the English, rough English meanings too. This one has a lot fewer chords and they're a lot easier to play. So, starts with a C, then E, then F, then up to G. Repeat, C, then to E, then to F, then to G, then A minor, then C. Oh look, it's F and G. A minor, then C, and then F, then up to G. I'd hang on this one, half time coming up here, which means they're all going to be played twice as long. C, then you have E, then you have F. They're all just twice as long. F minor. Repeats that. Then F. Back to C. If it sounds familiar, that C, E, F, F minor, you have a little bit of, I'm not going to sing it because they already try and like copy strike everything I do, but those are the same chords for Steven Universe theme song. Again, I feel like if I even sing that for like 2 seconds to make my point, they'll copy strike my video, so no. No sé qué ves cuando miras en el espejo. Me gustaría que tú miras por mi ojo. No te verías en la manera sosa. Tú me pareces una cosa maravillosa. Hang on in here. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, yo veo todas las cosas de sueños y esperas. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, no me importa qué pasa, tienes la luz de estrella a mí. Si sabías cómo mueves mi corazón, la pertenencia que siento en tus brazos, no te verías en la manera sosa. Tú me pareces una cosa maravillosa. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, yo veo todas las cosas de sueños y esperas. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, no me importa qué pasa, tienes la luz de estrella para mí. So that's once through the song. Again, just one verse, one chorus, or two verses, two choruses. Yeah, line by line. Oh, no sé qué ves cuando miras en el espejo. First two lines over here. I don't know what you see when you look in the mirror. And then me gustaría que tú miras por mi ojo. I would like it if you looked through my eyes. It would please me if you looked through my eyes. And then you wouldn't see yourself in this plain manner. To me, you look like a wonderful thing. And then veo el mundo, veo el cielo. I see the world, I see the sky, the heavens. I see all of the things of dreams and hopes. Usually it'd be esperas y sueños, but it rhymes better if I say dreams and hopes, not hopes and dreams. And then again, I see the world, I see the sky. And then it doesn't matter what happens. No me importa qué pasa. I don't care what happens, rather. Tienes la luz de estrella. No matter what happens, you have the light of the stars. And then, if you knew how you moved my heart and the belonging that I feel in your arms. That's what those 4 lines mean. It's February, it's Valentine's Day month, right? You gotta be mushy. I'll get back to like sea shanties when it's not February, maybe. We have enough time to do that one more time, too. So 1, 2, 3, we go. No sé qué ves cuando miras en el espejo. Me gustaría que tú miras por mi ojo. No te verías en la manera sosa. Tú me pareces una cosa maravillosa. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, yo veo todas las cosas, de sueños y esperas. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, no me importa qué pasa, tienes la luz de estrella para mí. Si sabías cómo mueves mi corazón, la pertenencia que siento en tus brazos, no te verías en la manera sosa. No, tú me pareces una cosa maravillosa. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, yo veo todas las cosas, de sueños y esperas. Veo el mundo, veo el cielo, no me importa qué pasa, tienes la luz de estrella para mí. I'm making a lot of mistakes today. Sorry, I'm like a little... Won't air the dirty laundry on YouTube live stream, but I'm a little distracted. Yeah, so this one might be a real mess. This one's like the hardest one today, and I still might make some mistakes. Really, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chords, except for that funky one in the first line there. Where it says B minor 9. If you're playing along, you can just, B flat major 9. Yeah, if you're playing along, you can just play a B flat chord there. But I'll show you what I do for that one. I'll give a good close-up look at like what my fingers are doing on this ukulele here. So I start with a D minor 7, really. And then I do the That's the first two chords. For this one, when you get up nice and close, you can see, there we go. I've just got, you know, these two on the first fret, last two strings, and this one. To make it that B flat major 9, I just move one finger up. Works on a baritone ukulele, wouldn't work on a guitar. And then I add a little flavor with my pinky on the 3rd fret. So I'll do. Yeah. It's really hard to give that one a chord because I didn't write it thinking about chords, but I'll go ahead and play the chords for this one. So each one lasts longer than you think. You've got so it kind of floats in that space between the two chords for a while. So yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now G. 1, 2, B flat. 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it goes on like that, and then you go back to either D minor again or F, depending on where you're going. And then the chorus just goes F, then C, 2, D, quick C, quick B flat. F, then go to C, these are quick, D, C, B flat. So yeah, that's the whole song. Just that simple, right? All right. Start on D. Just like the sun, we rise and fall, and in the dark, we risk it all. Time's running short, there's no way to stop. Our shadows stretch, reaching the floor. They never tell us what they're reaching for. Maybe they know what life's got in store. Won't you please reach out and take my hand? Let me help you up when you cannot stand. Won't you look to me when the morning comes? We'll start on our path towards the rising sun. We look above, stars in the sky. The whole Milky Way reflects in your eye. And in that moment, I feel I could fly. Won't you please reach out and take my hand? Please help me up when I cannot stand. Won't you look to me when the morning comes, and we'll start on our path towards the rising sun. Towards the rising sun. Whew, ow. I did not hold my hand in the right position and it hurts. In the chat, put it in the chat if you notice, what did I change between the two choruses? This is the second chorus. And then if I go back to the first chorus, there's one line that's different. Without changing the chords or anything, I changed a little bit of the text. Trying to be all cute. I think we have enough time for me to play this one more time too, because it's, we got about 5 minutes left. I'll try to keep these at like 30 minutes solid, or to be done by 7:30. Put in the chat if you noticed what the difference was. Ah! The helper changes, yes, yeah. The first time it's let me help you up, and the second time it's please help me up. Just like the sun, we rise and fall, and in the dark we risk it all. Time's running short, there's no way to stall. Our shadows stretch, reaching the floor. They never tell us what they're reaching for. Maybe they know what life's got in store. Won't you please reach out and take my hand? Let me help you up when I cannot stand. Please look at me when the morning comes, and we'll start on our path towards the rising sun. We look above, stars in the sky. The whole Milky Way reflects in your eye. And in that moment, I feel like a fly. Won't you please reach out and take my hand? Please help me up when I cannot stand. Won't you look to me when the morning comes, and we'll start on our path towards the rising sun. Towards the rising sun. Okay, that is 7:30. Not terribly long songs today. I would love to go back and actually record these with some people playing instruments and taking solos, but for the most part, yeah, that's it. This was the last in February, wasn't it? I meant to say I was thinking for the last of the month. Oh no, there's one more in February. Great. Yeah. I think starting next week, the fourth Friday of the month, I'm going to do all 9 songs straight through. And not like talk about them as much, not go through like, okay, here are the chords, here's how it works, then wants to play along. I think starting next week, I'm just going to like, the fourth Friday of the month, I'll go through the previous 9 songs in much more of like a sing-along fashion. And I hope you're singing along. I feel really silly singing alone. To the 2 viewers today, have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you next Friday.